Yeah!
This is a fun title card today because the title itself is a double entendre, and it's a rare title card that almost shows us something that happens in the episode, with PB flipping tables at every turn. And the double entendre that we have is the question, what have you done? For most of the episode, that question is only really relevant to the Ice King, with Finn and Jake trying to figure out what he did to be locked up. But the true context of this question is revealed to be Princess Bubblegum asking Finn and Jake this after they let the Ice King go. In fact, it's the only time that the question is asked in that specific way in this episode, and she's doing so, of course, after flipping a table. And the last thing is that the music is very fitting for this dark and drab episode, like it should be playing as you walk through the foggy candy streets. We have the Penguin Patrol, the first and only time we ever see them doing this. Makes sense though, they clearly suck.
Our secret mission to capture the Ice King is underway.
You probably shouldn't say that stuff out.
Probably shouldn't say stuff like that out loud.
Hey, who's doing the analysis here, huh? Ice King is working on a puzzle of a heart that he clearly doesn't have enough pieces to finish. Somehow this feels symbolic. He's also got this cool lava lamp, which is pretty ironic, that's passing some cool pink light onto these stalactites. And hello, Snail, is that your drink?
Someone left me a gift. Peanut brittle. But I'm on a diet.
I have no way to confirm this, but I feel like these are Nut Kingdom brand peanut brittle. It's that leaf coming out of the peanut. It feels like something they would do to brand themselves.
Should have stuck to your diet!
Oh, Finn, you have destroyed my faith in canned peanut brittle. Zap! Oh no, my crown has all my powers in it.
A few things. You should have stuck to your diet is probably the best line in the episode. And second, Ice King's lava lamp is still casting this pink light in the background onto these stalagmites. Yeah, I know the difference. And finally, Ice King has to explain that his powers come from the crown, because the audience may not have realized that at this point. In fact, in What Is Life, it almost seemed like his powers were entirely separate with that lightning bolt machine he had in the basement. And any other time he does lose his crown before this, we don't see him trying to fight, usually getting knocked out.
Rap attack!
Guess Finn's a Ben 10 fan. That feels like it would be hard to say, but it's really not. Guess Finn's a Ben 10 fan. And it's cool that Jake and Finn both have a spring jump moment. Jake out of the can, and then Finn with his ribbon rope.
We finally captured the Ice King!
Finn says this as if it were difficult at all, or like they've been trying to do this for a long time. Neither of which seem to be true.
Why'd we do this again?
Princess explained it all when she sent us on the mission. Remember?
Go capture the Ice King and bring him to me.
This hologram projector they're using looks to be the same one that they would use in video makers. The only difference is this button. But in that episode, we see it hooked up to some kind of media player, and then hooked up to BMO. So it looks like that part is interchangeable, like swapping the HDMI. Pretty cool technology continuity. The rainbow behind the castle that we have established to be a physical thing, and not just light, cannot be seen here, but in a later shot, we do see its silhouette, hard confirming that it is a physical thing, because light doesn't really have a silhouette like this.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, this place is deserted.
This shot reminds me of when you would walk into Castletown right off the drawbridge in Ocarina of Time. We can also see a few locations here, like the Root Beer Hall and a doctor's office. I would not have thought that they'd have a doctor like this. Anytime we see someone getting medical help in the kingdom, it's in the castle, and it's usually done by Dr. Princess or PB. In fact, in this very episode, they have all the sick candies in the castle. Also, the fog moves with Finn and Jake in a very satisfying way when they go through it.
Except for that guy.
You spin here, Finn. It's me, the princess.
This is the very first time that we hear PB speak German, but far from the last. That, mixed with how seemingly cruel she's being to the Ice King, plants that dictator seed in our brain that would only continue to bloom throughout the Are you fucking serious? That would only continue to bloom throughout the show. And damn, look at that smooth hair fall. She had all that tucked in there.
So, what did the Ice King do to...
No time. Now quickly, with me.
There seemed to be plenty of time from that question to this wall. Though I don't see why Finn and Jake couldn't have just walked up to the castle and then PB comes out to say there's no time to quickly turn around and then do the wall stuff. But whatever, I'm super nitpicking here.
Tabla. What's the password? You got me.
This is a way cooler secret entrance than the one from Infiltrating, and it's very well animated. Much cuter too. I have to imagine that this isn't the main way to get into the dungeon, seeing as we see people in there pretty often. This must just be one of the many secret shortcuts.
This stairway leads to the dungeon where we'll toss that lousy Ice King.
What awful thing did he do to get tossed in there?
Shh, he didn't do anything. Not a thing.
PB must just be stupid here for saying this. So, spoilers. Ice King flew above the Candy Kingdom and spread his beard snowflakes and got the whole kingdom sick. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone, but that is what happened. So PB's wording here is just weird, because in the least millennial way possible, he literally did do a thing. And I can only guess that the reason PB says it in this super weird way is because she knows that it was an accident, but I don't really see how that translates to not a thing. It just seems like pretty contrived writing.
You see, the Ice
Princess
King...
Bubblegum, you're needed at once in the Grand Hall.
No! I need more time!
Gosh, I'm sorry.
The first of a few tables to get flipped in Rage, and this table only seems to exist to get flipped. Who the hell would need an outside table to put a cactus on?
You two just guard the Ice King until I return. And be prepared to make him howl with pain.
You got it, princess!
Whatever you want, Mama.
The dungeon is really tall in this episode, and kind of stupidly laid out, with cells just kind of thrown wherever in the wall and ceiling. The wiki says that this is the lower area of the dungeon that we're used to, so I guess that explains why it looks so different than usual. This must be the secret dungeon, thus a secret entrance. And what the hell is that bird? Some kind of tart? Why is it down here?
Oh, this is a total rook.
Settle down, prisoner.
Wow, you can totally tell that the characters and background were drawn entirely separate, especially on Jake. The background is almost blurry compared to them.
We gotta record your belonging. One magical crown. Probably stolen.
I didn't steal it. I made that item. Made it with the magic that I stole.
Well, yes, but actually no. The crown was made like normal, but is powered by the magic that was stolen by Evergreen from Magwood the Lava Dog that looks like tree trunks. Ice King thinks that he was the one who did this because the crown floods his brain with memories that are not his own, while making him forget his actual memories. But it's mostly just impressive that the show would actually follow up on this joke line in one of the most lore-heavy episodes of the show. Adventure Time loves its continuity. Need to put that on a shirt.
So hand it over or I'll strike menacing poses at you.
Cool it, inmate!
Surprisingly, Ice King's ass qualifies for sticky shit. On at least 3 occasions, he has been absolutely caked. We have this episode, we have the scene from Hitman with Bubble Butt, and in Princess Potluck, where he is just... woof.
And we got the Oculus of Rehabilitation!
Huh?
And the Shelf of Penitence!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Finn has learned what penitent means since the events of the Duke.
And you seem genuinely penitent.
I don't even know what that means, but thank you.
And it's very interesting to see the crown crying, apologizing to Ice King. Does it truly feel bad? If so, what for? For making Simon lose himself? Making him hurt so many people in 1,000 years he's been like this? Or was it just meant to be funny? Who knows?
The way it works is, first I transgress your meaningless rules, and then you maliciously persecute me.
That makes sense. You do bad stuff, I punish you.
Ice King is giving himself a lot more credit than he's earned. He says he's transgressing their meaningless rules as if he's doing it to prove that they're meaningless, like he's the Joker or something, when really he's just crazy and horny. Plus, this is the only time that he's ever been locked up for his crimes. So it's not like they have this hero-villain in and out of prison thing going on. He's right as a whole, but he's also crazy.
4, are you ready for this? I have committed no recent crime.
Really?
I'm rocking your worldview.
Jake, he is starting to convince me we're doing a bad thing.
Dude.
An aspect of Finn that I've always found so cool is that he's often open to learning and changing like we see here. It's most obviously seen in a big picture way, with Finn becoming far more pacifistic towards the end of the show, but my favorite specific example of this is this scene from Goliad, where Finn actively reconsiders his way of thinking about leadership.
No, Goliad, that's wrong too. You can't just control people or whatever. It's messed up.
No, Finn, this way's good. Everyone did what I wanted. Really fast, no mistakes, calm like you said. This definitely is the way to lead. Definitely.
No. Wait, is that true?
Be calmed by my saliva. And think of all the terrible things he's done.
Yeah, you're still a jerk that deserves to be in jail.
As right as Ice King was about wrongful imprisonment, Jake is right about this. As far as we know, he's never served any time for his previous crimes, and I doubt that the statute of limitations applies to kidnapping.
I will show you the true jerks! Behold the true jerks!
The jerks is us?
Jake is having no part in this flip, which is pretty funny because he was the one to originally question the mission they were sent on, but now he's pretty steadfast in thinking that they're in the right.
On your feet!
Finn's mouth doesn't move at all when he says this.
On your feet!
And I really like this shot of Ice King in the bed. I wanted to use it for a thumbnail, but I just couldn't get it to work.
Sorry, but since we're the bad guys this time, we gotta go to jail.
This sucks.
Hey, get out of my room!
You're still here! Just get out of here, man!
I'm about to date this video, but this clip from that Chuck E. Cheese show has been floating around, and now everyone's hating on realistic dialogue. I'm not going to play it here because it's a bit long and it would mess with the flow, but I'll put it after the outro. Skip to this time if you want to see it now, though. None of this was relevant, it just made me think of that.
You're really breaking me out?
Like I said, it's wrong to imprison you!
You mean you believe me? Oh, can it be? Has all the hatred between us somehow transmuted into something more? A friendship? A best friendship?
I think this is officially where Ice King's delusion of Finn and Jake being best friends begins. I'll keep an eye out, but I think from here on, Ice King sees Finn and Jake as friends before enemies, though they slip back into enemies pretty quickly when needed.
Cast detect secret door! Success!
Ice King using non-ice magic. Love to see it. You can also very plainly see the third secret door on the ground too.
And now, Ice King, prepare to howl with pain.
Wow, she's so proud we did the right thing that she almost looks enraged.
The mirror that Ice King broke earlier can be seen in the background undamaged.
Where is the Ice King?
Finally, freedom and friends forever!
This cut to the Ice King makes it seem like he was speeding off to do something bad, like he's finally escaped to do the thing that PB was holding him from, but he's just going home. Framing does a lot of work.
What have you done?
And we get almost a full recreation of the title card, with PB flipping the table and revealing the true context of the question, just missing the spaghetti and the orange juice. And check out this close-up of PB. Do you think this is meant to be a more accurate look at what she really looks like, with the more detailed eyes and the eyeliner? Still no nose though.
What have we done?
I'll show you.
Do you think she carried Finn and Jake like this all the way there?
A plague, a freezer-burn flu.
Ice King did this?
Well, yes and no.
PB must have been hanging around that tree. And in this shot, the graveyard is missing.
Hey, Princess, check out my new trick! It's snowing! It's snowing for you!
Honestly, without knowing about the flu this caused, this is a pretty cute moment for Ice King. He wasn't trying to kidnap anyone or even impress them. He just discovered a trick and show the candy people, genuinely innocent in his intentions. Though Ice King can just make snow regularly, the fact that it is his beard flakes is kind of gross and unneeded.
But soon the entire kingdom was infected by his beard flakes. Through my research, I quickly discovered that the only way to cure my people was to obtain the pained howls of the Ice King himself.
How the fuck was this in a book? Ice King said he just learned how to do this. Though I will say, his goldfish memory makes it very possible that he's done this before but forgot. So I guess it's technically possible that someone from a society in the past may have experienced this and wrote about it. So I guess it could work. And I know y'all see that number, I see it too, but I'm betting that the wiki trivia has something for it, so we'll save it for then. What's up with that bird though? Maybe an earlier depiction of the cosmic owl? Probably not.
But when I pleaded with him directly, please, I beseech your aid, in the name of common decency!
All these shots on top of this mountain are so pretty. I tried to get them to work in a thumbnail too, but I could only do 3, and I was really happy with the ones that we got, so they had to go. This shot specifically is so pretty.
So, let me get this straight. You're hitting on me.
No!
웃기시네. 넌 우리 공주님과 판결 상대도 안 돼? 그럼 가치 없는 놈이야.
I think I heard the word virile in there. Oh, she's definitely hitting on me.
No!
말도 안 돼.
Be gone, you biddies!
Ice King calling them biddies is really funny to me. Also, I forgot to mention it, but it's always great to see Lady and PB interacting. Their friendship is one that only really exists in the background.
He had his chance to help, and he did nothing!
I'm surprised that Ice King didn't help the candy people. He's not really one to deny helping people. He even helps PB directly much later in the cooler. I have to assume that he didn't understand what PB was asking. She was speaking a bit medieval after all.
Is that the voice of friendship I hear? So, are you fellas ready for game night?
Ice King is holding a game called Poots and Bladders, a bathroom version of Shoots and Ladders, it would seem.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I've got the sillies. I couldn't possibly howl without giggling uncontrollably. I'm just so giddy about you being here. I'm a banana.
I genuinely cannot watch this scene without smiling. Ice King is genuinely just very cute right here. He said he's got the sillies for Christ's sake. And him just randomly saying he's a banana, I love that shit. I love you, Ice King. You did a lot of things wrong, but I still love you.
You know, I carved these game pieces from my own teeth.
I wonder if Ice King has a healing factor. Like, so long as he's wearing the crown and it's not a life-ending injury, he'll eventually heal. He gets broken legs pretty often, and they never seem to slow him down, so I don't see why teeth would be much different.
Is feeling healthy again. A bit too healthy if you ask me.
Add steroid scream to Ice King's non-ice powers. Also, Starchy obviously gets healed and then ripped here by the wall, but in the next shot, he's frozen again and in the middle of the room.
They're all getting better! Finn and Jake did it! Ich bin so glücklich! Ich könnte...
PB tries to flip something else, but faints before she can do so, right after speaking some more German. I have the translation, but I'm going to hide it in my pinned comment, so make sure you head that way to see.
Why wait? Play dead, Finn. Why? Why?
Nothing to add to the counters for this go-round, and for sticky shit, we have Ice King's explanation of the crown's creation, which comes back in a big way with the whole episode much later. The wiki trivia has some pretty good stuff, like the word that PB says to get the wall to talk is wallbutt backwards. And those numbers in the book from earlier is the word boobies spelled in numbers and backwards. Final thoughts. I hate to say it, but I think this episode is just a little bit boring. A large part of it is spent in the dungeon with Ice King just yelling at Finn and Jake. I don't do number ratings, but I could definitely go without this episode. And if you guys want to get these videos a week early, you can do so by joining my Patreon for slightly more than one amount, but much less than another. The link, of course, will be down below. Patron shoutouts. We have our one and only gold tier member, and our only member, with A4 Effort, who says, "The adventure never ends, subscribe to Uncle Lloyd." And yeah, that's the same one from last time, and I already did this month's drawing for them. That's how I've decided to do these. One drawing a month, and unless you tell me otherwise, I'm going to read the same message each week. So A4, if you want me to say something else, just let me know. Next week, we're going to be looking at his hero, with the introduction of Billy. Love that guy. Like, sub, all that yada, and watch this clip from the Chuck E. Cheese show with realistic dialogue. Later!
What? More robot banana?
No, much less robot banana. I'm not even sure what exactly a robot banana is, Munch, or how, because that doesn't, it's an inanimate object. You can't, it's a fruit. And so when you have a fruit, you can't make a fruit robot. And especially with Christmas, they don't really, that's not really part of the, they don't go together. So I don't know how you got that, but just no.